When your cat walks past the water bowl without drinking, do you really know what that means? You probably think it's just a quirk, something cats do. And yes, it's harmless on the surface, but behind that small, everyday moment, something is happening inside your cat's body that most people never notice until it's too late. This is one of the most dangerous things happening to cats all over the world right now. And if you assume your cat is fine just because they eat every day and seem happy, you might be silently shortening their life without ever realizing it. Let's start with the number one thing almost every cat owner gets completely wrong. Your cat was built for the desert. Has your cat ever walked right past the water bowl, and you thought nothing of it? Most owners do, and it makes sense. If a cat was thirsty, they'd drink, right? Here's what's actually happening. Domestic cats are direct descendants of the African wildcat, an animal that evolved in some of the driest environments on Earth. For thousands of years, these cats didn't drink water separately. They got almost all of their hydration from their prey. A fresh mouse, a small bird, the meat itself was the water source, so their bodies adapted. Cats developed an extremely concentrated form of urine. Their thirst drive became unusually low. They simply don't feel thirst the way you and I do. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Veterinary Internal Medicine confirmed that cats are biologically predisposed to low voluntary water intake, meaning they are wired at a genetic level to not drink enough. This isn't a personality quirk. This is thousands of years of evolution, working against your cat in a modern home. And the next topic explains exactly what happens when that ancient biology meets the food most owners give them every single day. The bowl that looks fine but isn't. Look at your cat's food right now. Is it dry kibble? If yes, and if that's all they eat, then what you're about to hear is going to change the way you see that bowl forever. Dry cat food contains roughly 10% moisture. That's it. A mouse, which a wild cat would eat naturally, is about 70% water. The difference isn't small, it's enormous. And your cat's kidneys were designed to work with the hydration from prey-based eating. Not a processed pellet with almost no moisture at all. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that cats fed exclusively dry food had significantly lower daily water intake compared to cats who ate wet food, even when fresh water was always available. The bowl of water next to the kibble isn't solving the problem, because cats don't compensate the way humans do. They don't drink extra water to make up for dry food. They just don't. This is the invisible gap, and most owners never know it exists. What's happening inside? So what actually goes wrong when a cat lives in a state of chronic, low-level dehydration? Their kidneys work harder. Every single day, the urine becomes more concentrated, which puts constant stress on the urinary tract. Over months and years, this creates the perfect environment for crystals, blockages, and inflammation, especially in male cats, whose urethra is significantly narrower. But the condition that worries vets the most is chronic kidney disease. CKD is one of the leading causes of death in cats over 7 years old, and here is the part that breaks most owners when they hear it. The early signs are almost invisible. Research from the International Society of Feline Medicine notes that cats can lose up to 75% of their kidney function before showing any visible symptoms. Your cat may seem completely normal, eating, playing, sitting in the sun, while their kidneys are quietly deteriorating in the background. This isn't your fault, but it is something you can change, right now, today. The myth of the independent cat. If you've ever thought, my cat is low maintenance, they take care of themselves, you're not alone. That belief is one of the most common in the entire world of cat ownership, and it's also one of the most dangerous. A paper published in Anthrozoos explored how the perception of cats as self-sufficient animals leads owners to underestimate their medical and emotional needs. Because cats don't cry out when they're unwell. They don't limp dramatically or whimper. They hide it instinctively. Because in the wild, showing vulnerability makes you prey. So your cat has been trained by evolution to appear fine, even when they aren't. The owner who thinks their cat needs nothing is often the owner whose cat reaches the vet too late. And if you're watching this and thinking, I had no idea, that's exactly why this video exists. If this kind of content helps you love your cat better and live with them longer, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more cat owners who want to give their cats the longest, healthiest life possible. The water fountain secret. Here's something interesting. You may have noticed your cat is oddly fascinated by running water. The faucet, the shower, a dripping tap. There's a reason for that. Cats instinctively associate still water with stagnation, and in nature, still water is more likely to carry bacteria and parasites. Moving water signals freshness, safety. It's a survival instinct so deeply embedded in their biology that it survives thousands of years of domestication. A study from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats significantly increased their daily water intake when offered a circulating water fountain compared to a standard bowl. Not a little more water, meaningfully more. Enough to make a real difference in kidney health over time. Something as simple as a pet water fountain, widely available and not expensive, could be one of the most impactful things you ever do for your cat's health. The solution was never complicated. It was just hidden. The fix is simpler than you think. So what do you actually do with all of this? The answer isn't dramatic. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. The most effective approach, recommended by feline nutritionists and supported by multiple peer-reviewed studies, is called mix feeding. It's exactly what it sounds like, combining dry food with wet food in your cat's daily diet. Research published in the Journal of Animal Physiology and Animal Nutrition showed that cats on a mixed feeding regimen consumed substantially more water overall, without any additional prompting. The wet food carries hydration directly into their body in a way that feels natural, because it mirrors the moisture content of the prey they evolved to eat. You don't have to eliminate dry food entirely. Just add wet food. 2 or 3 times a week is a meaningful start. Daily is even better. The water fountain helps too, and a vet check every year, including a basic kidney panel after age 7, gives you the visibility your cat can't give you themselves. It's not a difficult change, but for your cat, it could mean years. The quiet love. Now here's the thing that stays with me most about all of this. Your cat didn't suffer from dehydration because you didn't love them. They suffered, quietly, invisibly, because you loved them in the way the world told you was enough. You filled the bowl. You bought the food. You did what you thought was right. And that's the hardest part of being a pet owner, isn't it? You can't always see the thing that's hurting them. You can't ask, and they can't tell you. A 2019 study from Oregon State University, which mapped the emotional attachment between cats and their owners, found something remarkable. Cats form secure attachment bonds with humans, similar to the bonds children form with parents. Your cat is not indifferent to you. They orient their sense of safety around you. They trust you completely in a way they cannot express in words. And now you know something most people never learn until it's too late. So refill the water fountain. Open a can of wet food tonight. Book that vet visit you've been putting off. Not because you failed, but because you know better now. This isn't just a cat being a cat. This is trust, offered silently, every single day. And now, finally, you can answer it.